We are live. What is up, everyone? My name is Doug. I am the bearded outdoorsman. So, welcome to another live stream. Here we are. It is Thursday night. I hope everybody is having a wonderful week. So, we're going to hope and pray we have no technical difficulties tonight. We know it's going to happen. We just hope they're few and far between. So, let's. Oh, oh, oh. Phones are going crazy. Volumes. Got to get them down. Let's see. All right. Let's get rolling. All right. So I got a list. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties already. My browser lost connection to my camera. Add to stage. And we are having issues again. Lord have mercy. We're having so many technical difficulties here lately. It's like one per week. There we go. Okay. We're back. We're up. Let's cross our fingers and say a little prayer that we stay around. All right. Let's try this. For getting back going. All right. So the first question for the night is, where's everybody from? Where's everybody from? Let's start with that. You guys, if you've watched my channel before, you know I am from Georgia. It's kind of South Georgia, kind of mid-South Georgia. And thankfully, here in the last little bit, we've had somewhat of a little cool snap last day or so. So it has been pretty nice. Pretty nice. It was kind of cool and breezy today. So hopefully that will continue for a few days. I think it's supposed to. I think it's supposed to stay cool for just a few days. Who knows how long, but I'm gonna enjoy it while we have it. That's my motto. It's my mindset. We're gonna enjoy it while we have it. So, all right. Let's see. All right, we got a couple people in here right now. If you don't want to answer the question of where are you from, let's go with what's in beard tonight. What do we have in beard? So for me, I am still using the Old Dogs beard oils that I got from Etsy. And so far, still pretty good. They're doing a pretty good job. Uh, we'll check in just a little while. What's up, the budget guy? How are you, sir? Where are you from? Where are you watching from? How about that? Let's answer that question. Um, but last week when we checked them, their store was not active. So I haven't checked it since last week. What's up, Antonio? All right. So we got a few people in. So let me go ahead and throw this out there. So you two guys can share if you want to. But look at this. So we've got a Grand Trunk hammock, starter hammock, Grand Trunk starter hammock with 2 tree straps, never used, giveaway. But we have to have 15 people in the live stream at one time. At that point, we'll do a giveaway. So if you want to share this, if you want to invite your friends, however you want to do it, but 15 people in the live stream, we are going to give away a hammock. I've got a whole list. After the first, maybe the second live stream, I went through and found a couple other things to give away, but we can't even do the first one because we can't get 15 people in here. So, all right. Let's see. Let's make sure we got everything rocking and rolling. Technical wise. And so tonight we're going to talk about We the People holsters, action camera, one particular action camera. And we're going to talk about the giveaway some more. So we'll see how that goes. But start there and get back here. All right. So my last 2 videos that went live on my channel, if you are not a subscriber, a follower, a watcher, so the last 2 videos that went live on my channel was a new holster from We the People Holsters and an action camera review. So those were the last 2 things. Those are what we're going to talk about tonight. And I got a list. Got a few more things to talk about. So, where do we want to get started at? But again, if you're new here, if you haven't seen another live stream, 15 people, I set that probably the first or second live stream about a giveaway. 15 people in the live stream and we'll do a giveaway. But it's got to be 15 people. So, let's see. All right, so let's go ahead and look up Old Dog's beard oils and see if they are still active. So while we wait, maybe it'll help if I click on the right app. All right, just for you guys. Now, let's see. Purchases, Old Dogs. The shop still appears to be closed. So, I don't know. I hope it's temporary. I'm still going to give them a review at the end of August, but and we have another camera issue. I got to get a new I got to get a new cord. I know that's the problem. Because all I have to do is bump the cord that's plugged in, the USB cord. All I got to do is bump it and it goes away. So anyway, I'm still going to give them a review at the end of August. I hope they come back. I hope they start shop up again because they so far really good products. So we'll see. I'm going to give them a full review. I'm not going to I'm not gonna do anything different because their shop is closed down. I'm still gonna tell you what I want to tell you about their products after using them for a month. So, um, let's see. Did I already ask? What do you guys have in beard tonight? We are sitting at 0 viewers, so it doesn't look like we'll be doing a giveaway. So let me share this. Um, let's go. Let's share this. Um, oh, well, let me respond to this message real quick. And in the meantime, check this out. All right, here we are. We're back. That was quick. All right. Let's share this. How do we want to share it? Let's go. Aha. Let's go and share it live on Instagram. So we're going live on both platforms at one time. So we're live on Instagram and on YouTube. Instagram here, YouTube there. Anyway, come check me out. If we hit 15 viewers live at one time on the YouTube live stream, then we'll do a giveaway. We've talked about it for 3 weeks, but we haven't had 15 people hit live at one time. So if you're interested, it's going to be giveaway is a Grand Trunk starter hammock and 2 tree straps, about a $60 value. So if you're interested in a giveaway, highly suggest share this and get over to YouTube and check us out because yeah, I got it. It's sitting here. It's collecting dust. I'm gonna send it to somebody. So you might as well get over here and tune in. So there you go. That's all I got to say. Anybody chime in? Anybody chime in? Come on. We need 15 people to get over here to YouTube. So let's keep IG up. We're gonna put you right. Gotta be careful not to touch my microphone or my camera. All right, we're gonna see if we can do a double whammy. All right, so we're live on both platforms. You got YouTube here running on the Akaso Brave 7LE hooked up as a webcam, and we've got our podcast bundle link in the description. If you're here on YouTube, link in the description for the podcast bundle. That's what's running our microphone. And for you guys on Instagram, we're running on a iPhone 14 Pro Max. So that's what we got. So there we go. All right. Now, and I didn't promote this very well. I know I didn't. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get this off tonight or not. So I didn't really do a lot of promotion ahead of time. That's my fault. I know it is, but it is what it is. So, all right. So we got a couple more things to talk about. We're going to talk about we're going to talk about We the People holsters. We're going to talk about an action camera that I recently reviewed, which is called the Wolfang. Um, I got some discount codes to give you, and one of the companies that I'm an affiliate with, they just sent an email where things are fixing to change up, so I may not be an affiliate anymore after a certain period of time. I'm going to read that email to you. And blenders. So we talked about blenders last week. Actually got my order in. They're phenomenal, man. I'm telling you. So blenders, great company, great products, great customer service. If you missed last week, all I had to do was I called blenders and said, look, the coating is coming off of my glasses. Can you help? And they pulled my order up and they said, hey, we'll send you a new pair. It was that simple. So, all right. So we're signing off at IG. Period. Peace out. Uh, get over YouTube. All right. So let's get out of here. All right. So we're going. Well, we're just going this. All right. So we the people holsters. They changed up their elite program, is what they called it. Was we the people elite? They changed that up. It is no longer the same way that it was. So previously, and I don't know if I discussed this in another live stream, but previously the way that their affiliate program worked is it was called We the People Elite, and they would give us an option to sign up for things and get things for free to review for you guys. Yes, we'd get a commission. We were affiliates, but they did away with that because they changed. If you're not familiar with like affiliate stuff, a lot of companies use a third party as an affiliate manager. So they changed platforms. And when they did, they changed the way their structure. So I'm still an affiliate. However, I don't get free stuff anymore. So there's that. But I recently did a review of a new holster that I got, which is for my Glock 45 with the red dot and the streamlight. So this is an outside the waistband. I went with just black, just for concealment purposes. But yes, love this holster. It fits really, really well. Um, that is my new platform. And so we've got the red dot, we've got the streamlight, and oh yeah, it's awesome. It is a very heavy pew pew. So I wanted a holster that would be solid and definitely support it. I'm not disappointed with my choice. The only thing I had to do when this holster came in, I did have to tighten these two screws up just because there was a little bit of wiggle room in there. These are pretty thick rubber washers in here, and I just had to tighten those screws up because there was a little bit of wiggle room. But otherwise, it has done very, very well. Um, good retention. It's not coming out, and this is fully loaded. Um, let's do it this way. Fully loaded. It's not coming out, and it's a heavy, heavy platform. All right. So with the dot, with the Streamlight, fully loaded magazine, that's heavy, and it's not coming out. All right. So there's that. So really awesome. But I wanted to show you too one of my favorite holsters from We the People Holsters. is their leather holsters, their leather line. So this one is for my baby baby Glock. This isn't for a big boy. This is for a baby. Um, it sits so close to your body, it's almost like not having it. What's up, Grindstone Grooming? Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you could make it. But this is one of my favorite holsters from We the People. Why? Because it sits so close to my body. I don't have to worry about concealment. This is an outside the waistband holster. However, I can wear this when it cools off. You will not know I have this on. And I have the one for the baby and I have the one for the full size. And I can wear a full size pew pew on my hip with a hoodie. You won't know it. So that's why this is one of my favorites. So there you go. And then, of course, this is outside the waistband. This is inside the waistband. So now I do know that they have upgraded their clips since I got this one. They have an option for a metal clip. I don't have one yet. I don't have the metal clip, but they do have one with a metal, or you can upgrade to the metal clip. So there's that. And I've never had an issue with the plastic ones, but I've heard a lot of people and I've seen some stuff in the comments where people have had issues with the plastic ones breaking. I've never had an issue with it. And I've worn these a whole lot and never had an issue. So there you go. But don't fall. Anyway, all right. What else we got to talk about? And from We the People holsters, check out the uh, Sunday shirt here. This is a We the People shirt. And so our action camera that we recently did a review on is the Wolfang excuse me, WOLFANG. I get it wrong. Action camera. Now it's a 4K and 24 megapixel camera. Yes, they have some awesome shirts. I have so many of them. It's not even funny. I want more, but I'm kind of stuck right now. So, but this is probably one of my favorite shirts from them. This one and I don't run, I reload. That's my other favorite. Got a couple favorites, but these are probably my top two. So the Wolfang 4K 24 megapixel, we just did a review on it. Now that review was a very basic review of this camera. It is a basic action camera. It's nothing super crazy, nothing super fancy. I believe my first impression of it was I wasn't super impressed. But the housing feels just really cheap plastic. But it's got a front camera mode. It's got a touch screen and it shoots in 4K. Now, personally, I do not shoot in 4K. I shoot in 1080p. Only, well, mainly because of my YouTube channel. Um, I'm not going to try to shoot in 4K just for YouTube to bring it down and make it worse. All right. So, but my review, I think I put a little bit of footage in there, probably not a whole lot. So, after I did the review, after I edited the review, I went on a trip. My wife and I went on a trip. And so I got some more good footage, video footage. So I'm going to do a secondary review of it, showing the actual footage. Whew, mm, it's getting late. But a couple things that I like about this camera. Number one, it's got the touch screen, it's got the front camera. You don't get that with every budget action camera, but this one has it. Number two, the waterproof housing here actually locks shut. It has a little locking mechanism that if you can see, you've got a button, and then right in the middle, this actually you have to push it to unlock it. And if you don't, it won't come open. It locks on there. So that's really nice to have in the event that you were to accidentally do it. You buy this, let your kids use it. Some of my other ones, actually, this one, I've let my kids use it in the swimming pool. Having that is very nice because I know they're not going to accidentally pop this open and get the camera wet. This tripod did not come with it. This is a DJI tripod that came with one of my gimbals. Again, I can't stop yawning. Anyway, so this mount and this did come with this camera. It comes just like many action cameras with a full gamut of accessories and attachments. So all that comes with it. Like I said, this just does not. This is just I've got two DJI gimbals, and they come with these, and they work really good. If you can buy one individually, I don't know, but they come really handy with your action camera. Lord have mercy. But on this little tripod like that, you can adjust, and you have a pretty good solid base, and it sits pretty low to the ground. Um, if you were to have a gimbal like or a tripod like this. So there's that. So the Wolfang, I've got it linked in the description below. The Wolfang 4K action camera. So you've been looking at some gimbals for your phone or for action cameras because they make both, and I have both. I actually think I have the only one I have up here with me is the action camera one. Both. All right, so this one they have they have upgraded models for the action camera. This one is from a company called Hohem, Hohem. It's the iSteady. I did a review of this one on my channel probably 2 years ago, maybe even more. Um, but you basically, I'll show you. Uh, the phone gimbals that I have are both from DJI, and I don't have them up here to show you. But if you want to hit me up in the DMs, I can show you. I can send you a link to the ones that I have. But for this, you basically just it's kind of going to be kind of hard to see. But your camera, you pick which way you want it to go in, and you slide. Which I used a different one last time. I've got to show that comment. Caught your videos and it sparked the interest in having them on hand. Listen, action cameras. I'm not going snowboarding. I'm not going skiing, but just having them. I've got one set up as a dash cam in my truck. Uh, I've taken them various places and taken. I mean, even if you're only using it for pictures, you have that option. So, and this one's a little bit, like I said, this one. I don't know if there's any kind of firmware update I can do on it, but I don't even know if there's an app. I'm sure there used to be. So you put it in here like this, you just buckle it down, lock it in, and might be dead. Nope, nope, it's not dead. So you see it. There you go. And it flipped upside down. A lot of times it'll do that, and it's just a matter of getting this bad boy to understand which way is right, and then it'll work. There you go. So now you have an action camera. Oh, there's my camera. Gimbal. The Wolfang 24K or 4K 24 megapixel. But yes, action cameras are fun, and you don't always have to have a gimbal. A good tripod, or um, and a lot of people ask me which one do I recommend action camera wise. In my opinion, my number one response to that question is, what are you using it for? Are you using it for taking pictures of a sunset? Are you using it for a dash camera? Are you using it to go fishing, kayaking, snowboarding? What are you using it for? Because that's going to make the difference, in my opinion, as to which one you need. So, just like the Brave 7LE from Picasso that I have in front of me, that one is waterproof in and of itself, meaning it doesn't need this hunk of plastic. Now, it comes with one, but only really you need it if you're going like 30 foot deep, I think, something like that. Crazy amount of crazy deep. I'm not going that deep, not me. Uh, so if you're just gonna get a splash on it, or taking it fishing, might get a little rainstorm, that one will work. And without the housing, your audio is gonna be even better. So there's that. But but yeah, if you're interested in phone gimbals, shoot me a DM on Instagram, because I have two, and they are completely different, but they're both DJI. I love both of them, but they're different in the setup. If that makes sense. So, but they work really well. The app, I'm telling you, DJI is phenomenal when it comes to their technology. The app for the gimbal is top notch. So I can set my phone in the gimbal, set it up here in the gimbal, put it on a tripod, make sure it knows that my face is my face, and it will follow me. It'll make it look like I have a cameraman. So up, down, left, right, it'll do all of it. And in the DJI gimbal app, they actually have like where you can edit your videos. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I think I mentioned it already, but our setup tonight is the Akaso Brave 7LE and our wonderful Amazon podcast bundle, which is a board that has some sounds. Let's see. Awesome. Yeah, it has sounds. It's got our mic with a boom, and it came with the little screen thing, but it don't work. So it's a waste. But the board and mic total is about $60 on Amazon if you're interested in getting started in doing podcasts or live streams. It's about $60. Our camera we're running, it's about a little over 100, maybe $120 is the Brave 7LE. So, and it is set up as a webcam. I just did a video on my channel talking about how to set that camera up as a web camera. So if you're interested, go check that video out. So if you are watching right now, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Share this live stream with other people so they are aware we are live. Um, it's showing we have 2 people in here right now. If that number goes from 2 to 15, we're giving away a hammock. A hammock. About a $60 value, hammock and tree straps. So, all right. So also, I am an affiliate with Arctic, Arctic Outdoors. If you're familiar with them, they make coolers. And let me find my email. Where is there it is. All right. So use your Canon M50. I'm using an Akaso action camera. I don't have a Canon, but I, on a whim, decided to start doing live streams. Um, so yeah, I'm trying it. So Arctic, um, as of October 1st, they're changing their affiliate network. So what that means is I don't know if I'll still be an affiliate after October 1st. If you wish to purchase anything from Arctic and help this channel out by giving me a little bit of a commission, use my link between now and October 1st because after October 1st, it will be dead. It will not take you anywhere. Um, let's see. Um, sorry, I got another email that I did not know I had. So I was reading it. Anyway, um, so the Canon M50, I've got a Canon, but I don't remember what model it is, and I have not used it in a very long time. So I don't know. I don't even know if it's capable of doing live stream, but I may try it. I know it does not have autofocus, so I don't know if that would be a problem or not. But and I literally, if you've watched the other weeks of live streams, I've complained about these earbuds, and I literally looked at over the ear headphones, but I didn't get them. I was at Walmart. I looked at them, and I kept on walking. It was sad. All right, so let's talk about some discount codes, some sales. So, Akaso, if you are interested in an Akaso camera, let's put these in the comments. Akaso. You have to use this at the Akaso website, and I have a link to that in my smart bio. It's not going to be in the YouTube description. It's going to be in the smart bio. So when you scroll down in the description, look for the smart bio, click on that, and you'll see a link to Akaso's store. This is not Amazon. This is their store. So Akaso, it'll get you 18% off an action camera from their website. So the other one I have is all right, We the People holsters. So We the People. All right. So again, link There may be a link in the description to get you to We the People holsters. When you get over there, use deals 20, and that'll save you 20% if your total is $150 or more. Arctic. You're familiar with Arctic? They make coolers. They make all kind of stuff. Again, that that commission code, affiliate code link for me is going to expire the end of September. So as of October 1st, it will no longer be good. But if you get over there, they have free shipping, $35 or more, you get free shipping. So there you go. Those are the codes for the week. So Acaso, We the People, and just telling you about Arctic. So get over there, check those out. But We the People holsters, it's not hard to get to $150 on their website. They've got apparel, they've got bacon jerky, they've got holsters, they've got belts, they've got hats, they've got hoodies, they've got a thing called hoodie rounds. I don't have any up here with me, but they are hoodie rounds. The strings that come on your hoodies, it's little bullets that screw on and go on there, called hoodie rounds. So go check those out. But the bacon jerky, I'm telling you, do not buy one pack of bacon jerky from We the People. Buy two or more, because one pack will not last very long at all. So there's that. And I'm telling you, I want to give this hammock away so bad, but we just cannot get 15 people in here at one time. I've tried and tried and tried and tried. So just don't know what to do. So maybe let's see. Which one do we want to play with? I just want to say, hey, you're the winner. That's what I want to do. But haven't been able to do that. So we need 15 people. Comment below. Let me know what is my best way to promote this so we can get 15 people in here. I tried last week. I did Instagram post, Instagram story. Still didn't get 15. This week I didn't do anything. I just went live, and we've gotten a couple people, just not 15 at one time. So we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. We're going to come back next week, but just give me suggestions as to how we can promote this. If you're interested in the giveaway, I suggest you promote it. Help me push it out. Let people know, hey, 9 p.m. Thursday night, Bearded Outdoorsman. So trying to look around, see what else I got that we can talk about. I didn't bring it up here with me today, but our new knife from Gerber, be a review coming to that pretty soon. I've used it a whole bunch. As soon as we finished that live stream, it went in my pocket, and it has been in my pocket every single day since then. And I love it. I think I've used every function on that knife, and it has been absolutely amazing. So it has performed very well. So spoiler alert, come back and watch the review. But it is the Armbar Scout in burnt orange. So that is the most recent Gerber knife that we have. All right. Let's see. We'll try to go about 15 more minutes. If it stays kind of slow, that's what we're gonna roll with. Um, Trying to put this when I went live on Instagram, it's making me put in everything for real. I wasn't planning on that, and I never did anything with it earlier. So, all right, let's see. But anyway, so who we got watching, and where are you from? Where are you watching from? While I type this, if I can type, and our live stream is pretty dead tonight. I don't know why. What is going on tonight that has made this like crickets? I'm telling you, it's crickets chirping in the background because it is dead. So I did some pressure washing this afternoon. Got a little sun, got a little sunburn. Well, not really burn, but sun. And trying to pressure wash our concrete, our driveway, and it was exciting. It was a very slow and tedious process, but we got a little sun in the process, so my face is a little bit red, even though I was mostly looking down. But when I cleaned it, of course, it was white. Concrete was white, and it just blinded me. So, all right, so that just went live on Instagram. So let's see if our numbers give a little uptick. We're gonna give it just a little bit longer, but I'm probably gonna strike out at about the 1 hour mark if our numbers don't increase. So if you're watching, drop me a question, drop a comment, drop something you want to talk about. I think I've hit everything on my list. Asking the question of where you watching from, what you got in beard. We talked about the Wolfang camera. We talked about our setup here tonight. We talked about We the People holsters and Old Dog's beard oils. Arctic with the email. That was on my list to talk about their email, give you discount codes. Blenders. We talked about blenders and how they have phenomenal customer service and a warranty that is amazing. So the only thing I can figure, the the thing is, let me reach this pair. So this is a pair of blenders that I had. These are called Stormation, and I think we figured out last week. I think you can see it. You see the color discoloration, the color basically coming off of the lenses. The only thing that I can figure is every time this has happened, it has had salt water on the lenses, like ocean water, salt water, not saltwater pool, but ocean water, salt water. So I've worn these to the beach. They get wet. I go to clean them, and lo and behold, the color starts coming off. So it happened to 3 pairs. So I reached out to blenders. They made it right. They sent me 1 pair I had longer than a year, so they did not cover that one. Um, but this pair, I'm going to do a full length video coming up, maybe Saturday. Do a full length video talking about the new pair that I have and their warranty. So the new pair that I have, it's exactly like this. However, it's all black and polarized. So they're awesome. But yes, warranty is amazing. Customer service was top notch. I called and they're on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. I called them during the day and said, "Hey, look, the pair I have on my face, the the color came off, but I also have 2 pair at home." And they told me, they said, "Well, we're going to send you an email. When you get home, send us pictures of the name of the sunglasses and send us a picture of the lenses." When I got home, it was still they were still open because we're opposite coast. So I took those pictures, sent within 15 minutes, I had an email back stating I had sunglasses on the way. I mean, it was that simple. There was one pair. I had 3 that were messed up. One was over a year old, so they gave me a discount code to replace those, which was 25% off. Yes. Um, the other this pair, these were out of stock. So they told me, "Hey, find something in this price range and we'll send them to you." So that's where I got the all blacks and my red tundras. They replaced those. So there you go. And Blenders has some awesome, awesome customer service. So um, they worked with me. They shipped me out replacements. So there was nothing wrong with that. So, and I love it when a company can step up and make it right for their customers because I mean, we are the reason they are who they are. I mean, bottom line, if we're not buying the products, they're nothing. So making us happy and keeping us happy is pivotal. So my light, I adjusted my light today before we went live, and it kind of fell a little bit, so it is kind of blinding me. You can see my shadow. All right. So if you're watching, or even if you're watching after the fact, big plans for the weekend. What you got going on this weekend? Anything crazy? Anything fun? Anything exciting? Or just work? So for me, I have a honey-do list. Um, Grass to cut Saturday morning, a honey-do list, and yeah, and a funeral Sunday. Yeah. So that's we'll have grass cut Saturday, honey-do list the rest of the day Saturday, Sunday church. After church, got a funeral, and then we get ready for a new week. It's just gonna be. It's just the way it is. It's just life. All right. Trying to stay hydrated tonight. It's warm up here, and water will help keep me awake because I am exhausted. Let's see. If you're watching this live, hit that thumbs up button, share this video. We're moving very, very slow tonight. Is there a ball game on tonight that I don't know about? College football starts this weekend, so we'll have that to talk about next week. Go ahead and be ready because I'm a Georgia fan, and that's what we're going to be talking about. Um, but we can have some friendly banter in the comments. So, what I was fixing to say, I probably should have said at the very beginning, and it was directed at people watching this after the fact. All right, so maybe this week I'll be able to get this review and do this and test this. I have yet to do it. So when I get done with this, it's going down with me, and then hopefully in the next few days I can get a review or test this. So hopefully next week I can do a review of it. So there you go. There's that. Um, what do we have coming up? So of course we've got this, and there was something else I said, possibly doing a video for Sunday or Saturday. I don't remember what I said. Oh, blenders. So yeah, so maybe Saturday we'll have an updated video about blenders. Um, I've got a drone that I've got to review, so a video for that'll be coming up soon. Um, I was gonna do a video about patches from Temu, but 90% of my patches are in my truck and it is in the shop, and I'm not gonna tell you how much they said it was gonna cost to get it fixed. So it's sitting in the shop for a little while. If anybody works for GM or has connections with General Motors, somebody high up, give them my information. Tell them to contact me, please. Um, it's very disheartening for a 2017 vehicle to have the problems that I've had with mine. It's bad. So, anyway, if you're watching this and you have a connection, a family member, a friend, a camaraderie, I just said that all wrong. Um, my mind just went blank. That works at General Motors, preferably higher up than just a salesman. Tell them to DM me, uh, so we can talk, especially if they can offer me some help. So there's that. But anyway, all right. Well, we're gonna start shutting this thing down. Um, I wish there was a bigger turnout tonight, but there's not. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this thing short at about an hour. Yeah, last week we went like 2 hours, but I promoted it. I didn't this time, so that's my fault. And I'm just kind of testing the waters, seeing what works, see what doesn't work. But next week we will be promoting. I encourage you, if you're watching this after the fact, when you see the promotion, even if you don't see me promote it, tell your friends, tell your family, hey, get on, go check this guy out, and watch his live stream. I'm about as laid back as they come. We're not going to talk about anything serious. We're definitely not talking about politics. We are just going to lay back. We're going to talk about EDC. We're going to talk about beards. We're going to talk about action cameras, maybe holsters, um, beard oils. That's the kind of stuff we're going to talk about. So, what's up, Andrew? I was just about to get off because we have not a very big number for the night. So I was just about to close it down. I was giving my farewell speech. But welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been a slow night. Um, there will be no hammock given away tonight. That's just that's just it. Cook that frog. What's up? How are you tonight? Check your notification settings. That's right, Andrew. Check it. When you should have the little red bell and just turn it on. Should give you an option. All, none, that kind of thing. I'm sure you know how that works. I don't know why I'm telling you. Um, so let's play catch up. We talked about my new holster from We the People Holsters. The video just went live, and that's it. The new holster for the new Pew Pew. Now, thing is, this is a very heavy platform, but it ain't coming out. All right. Normally, I would not have done all that on live, but I trust it. It's not coming out. But you've got fully loaded red dot and a stream light on the front, and that retention is enough that it ain't going nowhere. Oh, your truck decided to die on you. Well, Andrew, I feel your pain. My truck has been in the shop for over 2 months now. And the other day I got the unfortunate diagnosis of how much it was going to cost to get it fixed. So unfortunately, it will be sitting in the shop for a little bit longer. And I lost them. Anyway, um, but talking about We the People holsters, and we talked about this earlier. Um, repairs. I clicked the wrong one. Never fun with bills for repairs. You are very correct. Um, talking about We the People holsters, this is my favorite We the People holster. It's leather. It tucks in very close to the body. This is for the baby G. I have one for the full size, and if I'm wearing like a hoodie or a jacket, even with the full size, you won't know that I have a pew pew on my hip. That's how tight they fit in close. So really awesome. I love the leather holsters. Link to We the People in the description below. That shirt came from We the People holsters, so go check them out. Anyway, yeah, Andrew, mine. Let's back up. So I got my truck. It's a 2017 GMC Sierra 1500 with a 6.2 liter motor. I got my truck back in December of 2022. Am I correct? 2022. Yes, 2022. Got my truck in December of 22. In October of 23, I had a little ticking, and that little ticking turned into a running very rough. Come to find out, I had a little misfire. Uh, that misfire was a collapsed lifter. Excuse me. That little ticking and misfire turned into be a collapsed lifter from cylinder 4. Um, call around, get some quotes, find someone to do it, and do the um, fuel management delete so it doesn't shift from V8 to V4. Get that done. That's done. Thank you, Cook That Frog. Um, so he fixes it in about December of 23. He fixes it. No, it was. It was about a week and a half before Christmas. I get the truck back the week before Christmas. So Christmas this last year, 2023, fell on Sunday or Monday. Monday, I think. So on Saturday, the ticking, it started ticking again the week before Christmas and just progressively got louder and louder and louder and louder every day. So Christmas Eve, it started running rough again. So I called my mechanic. He's like, "Hey, buddy, you just fixed this. I, I need it worked on." Took it to him. Cylinder 4 again. Guess what? Same cylinder, same lifter, collapsed. The one he just put in collapsed. So he fixes it. I get it back in. It takes him a while this time because I'm not a priority. I'm for free. So get it back. Everything goes smooth. That was probably I got it back probably end of January, and then in June of this year, I drove it on Saturday. Everything was fine. Did not drive it on Sunday. We rode in my wife's van. On Monday, I cranked it up to go to work, and as soon as I cranked it up, running very, very rough. I have a computer, plug my computer up. Guess what cylinder it said? Cylinder 4. Well, we've had the same cylinder lifter go bad now 3 times, and that has caused uh, warping, or not warping, but wear on the camshaft. So we have to have a camshaft replacement, and it's not pretty. So, yeah. So I feel your pain, Andrew, about vehicles and dying, but luckily for you, maybe based on your comment, it looks like it was just battery and terminals. I hope and pray that's all you had to do and not deal with what I'm dealing with. So now I'm trying to find a side job to pay for my truck to get fixed so I can have it back. I miss my truck. Yeah. Hopefully the alternator behaves. Yep. Well, when you have battery issues, there's no telling where it can go from there. It can be anything um, causing the problem. '06 Ford Ranger. All right. So is your Ranger? Is it all right? A couple questions. Is it standard or manual transmission? Is it 2-wheel drive or is it 4-wheel drive? You can't tear up a Ford Ranger. I mean, they're like indestructible. They're like the Cybertruck before Cybertrucks, but run on gasoline. I thought about looking for probably an extended cab, auto and 2-wheel drive. I got you. I thought about looking for an extended cab, probably 2-wheel drive, manual transmission in the next couple years to let my daughter learn how to drive a stick shift. At that point, they shouldn't cost too much, and I won't be worried a whole lot about her ripping the transmission out. It can be a yard ornament if she does, if it doesn't cost a whole lot. But I want her to learn, and my oldest is 10, so I got a little bit of time to try to find one. Yes, I agree, Andrew. I hate driving anything other than my truck. It feels so weird. The only vehicle I ever had. Now, mine's not the only one I ever had, but it just feels weird. Um, the truck I'm driving right now is my old truck, which is now my dad's. I sold it to my dad. Um, and that's what I'm driving now that mine's in the shop, but it still feels very, very weird because it's not my truck. It's not mine. And there's not as much room. It's a smaller truck. So, yeah, I miss mine big time. But, but yeah, if I can find me a two-wheel drive manual transmission Ford Ranger, I'm gonna say extended cab just for the space. Um, I'll probably drive it to and from work to save gas money, and then when she turns 16, it would be hers. Well, considering she learns how to drive a stick shift, I wouldn't really give her a choice. But so maybe in the next year or two, I can find one that's decent. Man, she don't need. I don't even care for it to be four wheel drive, two wheel drive. The only thing I want manual. I want extended cab. That's it. Because let's say I take it and go to work and I need extra space, or it's raining, I need to put something in the back, or I take it hunting and I need somewhere to put my gun, or I don't know, just various reasons. I can find a reason to have an extended cab versus a standard cab. But I'll take a standard. I just prefer extended, and that may be just me being spoiled. But but yeah, I'm actually working on a Honda 300 right now, trying to sell it. I'm trying to get it ready so I can try to sell it so I can hopefully pay for part of my truck and figure out what to do for the rest of the money. So, so let's see here. So Andrew, how did you said you didn't have your notifications on, so how did you realize we were live? How's the temp in Georgia? We were extremely nice today. Let me tell you something. Let me look. Let's look right here. Our weather right now, it is 71 degrees and clear. And this week, we're looking at a high tomorrow of 84, a high Saturday of 86, and then next week we get back up into 95. But between now and Saturday, we're good. I saw the post on IG. Well, there was a period, I don't know if you watched that post on IG, but we were running live on both platforms. We were live on IG and YouTube. Oh yeah. Now, we haven't I'm sure we've hit 100 triple digits, but we have definitely been in the feels like in the triple digits more than one time. But we've consistently been in the 90s for weeks. And so we finally have hit highs in the mid 80s. I'm loving it. We had a storm come through the other night, a pretty good storm. Um, and so I don't know if that brought a cold front that just messed things up. I don't know. Because it wasn't after Debbie, it was in the last few days. So it's been nice. It's been nice. I think it was Sunday night. Sunday night we had a storm come through, knocked power out for most of the night, and then it got hot Monday, but then yesterday, today, tomorrow, and Saturday are appearing to be very moderate. And today the breeze was blowing. It felt really good. I had to do some pressure washing this evening, and it actually felt good outside. Um, Weather's been crazy here in the spring. We had second highest record of tornadoes. Dang, keep them over your way. I don't want none. I don't want. When Sunday night when that storm came, it came out of nowhere. Like it was sun shining, and I got an alert on my phone that we were under a severe weather watch. And I looked out the window and I was like, "Ain't no way! Like my phone thinks I'm somewhere else." And it wasn't long. I heard thunder crack, and I was like, "Maybe not." And my kids were in the bathtub, and I told them, I said, "Hurry up, we might lose power." I looked at the radar and I saw it was coming, and it was pretty serious. And so they all got out of the bathtub, and we were standing there talking, and the power went out, came on. Hmm. The power went out, came on, went out, came on, stayed on for about 4 seconds, went off, and I said, "We're fixing to lose power. So find what you need." And it wasn't 10 seconds. Power went out and it stayed out for about 6 hours out of nowhere. And we are in, like, what's crazy about where I'm at is a lot of times we'll be predicted to get good storms. And I don't mind a good storm. I like a good storm. But we'll be predicted to get a good one and it'll break up before it gets here. And, or it'll show up out of nowhere and you didn't know it was coming. So, but I like a good storm. I actually took my drone. Um, when it must have been the Sunday night when Debbie was on the way. Old Debbie. We need rain here too, but we've gotten. I think with Debbie, we got about 4.5 inches here in my house. We got about 4.5 inches. So, and then we've gotten a good bit since then. So we're kind of in the middle. But if I have any extra, I'll send it your way. Um, Sunday night is when Debbie was supposed to be hitting here. And so we got home from church and I walked outside and I saw a bolt of lightning off in the distance. So I got my drone, flew my drone up. I killed two batteries just trying to get a lightning bolt. And I'd be facing this way and the lightning would pop over here. So then I'd kind of turn and then lightning would pop over here. And so I didn't get a lightning bolt. I killed two batteries, which means that I was in the air for 30 plus minutes with my drone and got zero lightning bolts. So it was kind of upsetting. So you're the one talking, Andrew. You got big plans this weekend. I know it is. When that was the only reason I took it up. It was the only reason I took it up off the ground. Reading for the most part. I hear you. Hey, I'm not a big reader, but I appreciate those that do. Going to Michigan. Well, safe travels if we don't talk again, but I'm sure you'll be on here next Thursday night, 9 p.m. next Thursday. Put it in your phone. Save it. Save it in your phone calendar as a reminder. Well, this weekend, I already talked about it one time, but this weekend I have got to cut grass Saturday morning. I've got a honeydew list Saturday afternoon. I hope to find time to watch a football game in there, and then Sunday church, and then a funeral. The War of 1812. Okay. In there a book? Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there a book called The War of 1812? And I'm not talking like a school book. I want to say there is. I think I have it. There is one. Not on that shelf. I want to say there's. I want to say I've seen one. But anyway, so that's what I have. Going checking out the. I got you. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look. I think it's at my office. I'm not sure, but I want to say I have that book. But um, well, that sounds like an exciting Labor Day weekend. Going and checking out the battlegrounds. Um, I can't read a dozen at a time. Listen, here's the way I work with a book. If I don't get, if it don't suck me in the first 5 pages, nope, it's done. I went on a kick for a while back, probably, and I don't have time to read right now, but probably mm, 20, no, maybe not quite 20, maybe about 20 years ago. Yes. 100 books this year. Well, you're definitely on track there, sir. I think you can do it, Andrew. I think you can do it. So I went on a kick probably about 20 years ago to read, but the only books that sparked my interest were military books. Now, I'm not in the military. I never was in the military, but the only way for that book to spark my interest, it had to be a book written by someone who served. So I had a professor in college that recommended a book. I told him what I was reading. He recommended a book. I went and bought the book. I got 5 pages in and was like, set it on a shelf. It was written by a journalist embedded with a battalion. Not for me. I didn't want to read it. I I couldn't get into it. Yep. And so history and fate. And so those were the books that it had to suck me in the first 5 pages, and it had to be written by someone who lived it. I don't want something that's fairy tale. I don't want make believe. I want real life, and I want somebody who's been there. Um, the book, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Um, let's see. What's this? Have you read Fearless by Eric? About Sales Team 6 Operation. No, but send me that in a DM. Send me that book. A year before the Bin Laden raid. No, so that's what I was trying to say. Is the book written about the Bin Laden raid? I got that book. It came out. My dad was currently in the hospital at that time, and while at the hospital, I read that book in 2 days. 2 days. That book's about that thick. And I'm not a huge reader. I'm not a fast reader. I'm not like crazy, but that book's about that thick. And because it sucked me in and I had nothing else to do, I was at the hospital. I read that book in 2 days and I got it the day it came out. Um, so we happened, my dad spent, my dad spent right at 2.5 months in the hospital back then in 20, what year was that? 2012. And I think it was 2012. And so I got that book. We headed because we were about, my wife and I lived about 2.5 hours away from the hospital. So when we got there, bought the book, went to the hospital, read it. And that's the kind of books that I like. I want to read a firsthand account. One of the best books I ever read is The Last True Story I'll Ever Tell. It was, let me look it up. It was called The Last True Story I'll Ever Tell. And it was a book that each chapter was a different story, but it was a military book. Um, so this one right here, let's see, by John Crawford, The Last True Story I'll Ever Tell. That book will have you sucked in and you will read it. But it is an accidental soldier's account of the war in Iraq. A little bit of backstory, if you like military books, his name is John Crawford. Um, a little bit of backstory on this book, and it's been a long time since I read it, but I can remember this. He was on his honeymoon cruise. He had just gotten married. He was on his honeymoon cruise. He could not sleep, and he was in the reserves in Florida. And he couldn't sleep, so he went down to the library, whatever it is, with the computer room to check his email. And he had an email that he was called to service, called to active duty. And so he went, served. His wife gave him divorce papers. And when he got back from serving, well, I won't spoil it. I won't give you a spoiler. But it's been a long time since I read that book, but that still rings in my memory that was one of the best. I mean, he gives harrowing accounts of serving in Iraq and front lines doing the things, and you can tell by his reading about or by his storytelling in his book, by his writing, you can tell that he became calloused. So check it out. When you read it, let me know what you think. But I'm gonna tell you, as a war story, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big reader. I don't read a whole lot of books, but the ones that I've read, it is one of the best. Um, It's got military language in it, but it gives a firsthand account. But yeah, I need to try to look up and see an update. When was that book? Let's see when that book was published. See if it'll tell me on here. 06. You already looked it up, Andrew. But yes. 06. And I read it probably in 06, 07. If I remember correctly, let me think back. Hold on. I remember seeing a news program where there was another guy talking about their books, and they seemed very legit, like serious. And so all right, that's another one you got to send me, Andrew. Just send me a list. As long as it fits my criteria, written by somebody who served. Don't give me no journalist embedded. But these two guys were on a news show, and they were talking about their books. And I the the second guy, I guess I couldn't find his book, but I found this one and I read it and I was hooked. Um, so House to House. All right. One of your drill sergeants is mentioned. You're gonna get me back into reading, Andrew. I'm gonna need all right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Andrew, we chat in the DMs. So you're gonna have to help keep me accountable on reading. So I'll let you know when I get one of these books. Send me a list. I'll let you know when I get one, and you check in with me periodically to make sure I'm reading. So I'll send me a list. I'll pick one to order first, and then we'll go from there. And there you go. And I need to go back through the books I already have and see which ones I want to reread. Because there's a lot of them. There's a few books that I've started reading and I never finished, or I got busy and I never started them. So, all right. Fearless needs to be first, especially as a father and husband will break you. NRA Life of Duty did a documentary with his family. All right. Fearless. All right. You sending me all these. All right. I will read that one. I've got one about fatherhood and dads, but I read it before I had kids. I need to reread it. I can't remember what it is. I think it's at my office. I've got a few books in here on a bookshelf on the other side. And there went my camera again. Hang on. There we go. I've got a few books on a bookshelf on that side of my desk, but I can't see them from here. I don't have any behind me. But I took a lot of them to my office. So, all right. So let's talk about giveaways. I think we mentioned we're definitely doing the Grand Trunk first. That's our first one. your Grand trunk, and the tree straps. Um, I saw your picture, Andrew. Yes, I saw your picture. I'm gonna say you have definitely run out of space, and you have books. You have a lot of books. If you're watching this, go follow Andrew on Instagram and check out his picture that he has of his bookshelves and look at all the books. Oh, you've gotten more since then. Okay. All right. All right. Um, he has got more books than I can count. And yeah, a lot. So giveaway stuff. Let me get situated here. Oh, my light about fell. My light almost fell. All right. So we talked about it last week. Is the read them all? Yeah, that sounds like me. I've got books that I've never read. So we're gonna do the we're gonna do the Grand Trunk. That's giveaway number one. All right. Once we do that one, then we're gonna do a Lucy light. This one is the emergency, and it's a Lucy light, a solar powered inflatable light that is solar powered. All right. So that one's gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna do a combination that we're gonna do that one plus something, but the other things that I have are, and this is as of right now, we'll have more. We've got the Key Smart compact key holder. This one will hold how many keys? Expandable, holds up to 8 keys. All right. And it's got a little keychain loop on the end that you could add like a key fob or whatever too. So you got that one. We're gonna do that one and Sharpall diamond sharpening stone 3-pack. So 3 pieces. Each one's a different um, grit. But they're credit card size, and it comes with this little case. So that that is all in on tap for giveaways if we can ever get the first one done. So and then we'll get some more stuff to give away. Um, so yeah. So 9 p.m. next Thursday night, live stream. If we can get 15 people in the live at one time, the hammocks first. Hammocks gone. If we can get 15, I don't know if you can see it, but I can see a little eyeball and it tells me a number. If that number turns to 15, we'll do a giveaway. Um, but that's the only criteria is we got to get to 15. So, and then once we get rid of the hammock, then the next week, then we'll shoot for 15 again to do the next thing. Hey, you're good. Jump in whenever you get there. It's all good. Um, I did not promote this live like I did last week, so I'm gonna try to promote next week's um, a little better. So I asked earlier, you guys watching, if you have any suggestions other than Instagram, how I should promote my live, let me know so we can get these viewers. I've got almost 8,000 subscribers on YouTube, but yet we can't hit 15 on a live stream. So there's something there's something wrong there. We got to get there. Got to figure it out. What's up, Trey? Welcome, my fellow Georgian. How's the weather in LaGrange? That's right. Now it's a live stream. And the crazy thing, 40 minutes ago, I was talking about getting off because there was nobody watching. Can you hear my dog outside barking? He barks at his own shadow. A little cooler with less humidity. Yes, it was. It was quite pleasant here today. Um, like I said earlier, I had to do some pressure washing this afternoon. So about 5:30, I was outside with the pressure washer, and it was. I didn't come inside with a wet shirt, which is odd and rare. So it was nice. It was nice. But I will take a little cool man today though. Today, and I think it's supposed to stay kind of like that until tomorrow and Saturday. I think Sunday maybe getting back up there, but it's making me get ready for fall. I don't like cold. I don't like the cold, but I like that transition from summer to winter. That little gap that we get here in Georgia, which is not very long, but that's the period that I like where we have cool breeze, like lows in the 60s, highs in the 80s. I'll take 80s. I'll take 80s any day of the week. Just keep me out of the 90s. That's all I ask. As for Andrew in 3 digits, you can keep that. So, Trey, did y'all get any bad weather? What night was it? Sunday night. Did y'all get any bad weather Sunday night? Send it to California. Yeah, we can send them some stuff. True North in the house. Welcome, welcome. It missed y'all. Well, it hit us, and it hit us out of nowhere. We lost power for about 6 hours Sunday night. Um, that's what I was telling Andrew. We got an alert. I got an alert on my phone that we were under a severe weather warning, and then I looked outside, and the sun was shining, and then out of nowhere, here comes thunder, lightning, rain, and power goes out. But so a couple things, guys, we talked about already was we talked about our camera that recently did a review of, which is the Wolfang action camera. Had somebody earlier mention they were looking for a gimbal, so I threw it in this action camera gimbal. But the Wolfang action camera, I like it. It's not an Akaso. It's not an Akaso, but I like it. Um, I'll have another video coming up with some footage from that. And the other thing we talked about was a new holster from We the People. So outside the waistband, went with went with just plain black, so it'll be a little bit easier for me to conceal. But this is a new platform with red dot and streamlight, so it has done very very well for this pew pew. So I love my We the People. Actually, I had to pay for this one. If you missed that part of the live stream, We the People, when I became an affiliate, We the People had a program called we called WTP Elite. So it was an elite program. And about once a month, they would send us an email and say, pick some products. Here's here's where we're guiding you. So picking this criteria. So they would send it to us for us to unbox, review, whatever. And so I got a lot of gear, I got a lot of stuff. Well, they changed affiliate platforms, so they've done away with that program. So I had to purchase that holster. I'm still an affiliate. However, they don't send us free stuff anymore, which I get it. It's okay. But when you get it for so long, it kind of sucks when it goes away. It is what it is. And my new blenders came in. So last week we talked about our uh crappy coating on our lenses that has come off. And I talked about talking to customer service. They have finally arrived. They arrived. Let's see. I talked. I called customer service on Tuesday, and my new blenders arrived on Friday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, for 3 days, my order arrived. Replacement sunglasses arrived. That's pretty awesome customer service, pretty awesome warranty. So definitely recommend blenders if you want to check them out. There's a link in my smart bio. Go check it out. I'm an affiliate. Just throwing that out there. Um, I'll probably be doing I say a full length. It'll probably be a short video, but um, probably doing a full length video on blenders and my new stuff on Saturday, possibly. Cross my fingers. We'll see. Anyway, so Chris, Trey, welcome. What y'all been up to? Big plans for the weekend? We're almost at the weekend. So how's y'all's week been going? And got big plans for the weekend? So the chat slowed down. Nothing special planned here. That's just because you're enjoying retirement, Trey. I mean, if I can get there one day, I'll probably be in the same shoes. But my honey-do list is astronomical. Astronomical. Been looking up locations. Some War 1812 battlegrounds that aren't on Google Maps. Good deal. Well, I'm happy you found at least two general areas. Haven't gotten bored yet. Well, that is a good thing. That is a good thing. That's how I hope I am when it comes to retirement. Is I don't get bored. Thing is, I'm going to retire before my wife. However, I have 4 children, and when I hit retirement age, my youngest will still be. I'll probably still have to work for a few more years. Whew, I tried to shield that. I'm sorry. A couple of years ago, Found the exact place where Come and Take It squimish happened in Gonzales, Texas. There you go. Thank you. Cook that frog times two. Mine usually come in threes, so I'm surprised that was only two. Usually I sneeze in threes, and there might be a third one coming. I'm going to try to fight it. Cook that frog. You got anything planned this weekend? So with the name Cook That Frog, that tells me that you probably have a YouTube channel. So what is your channel about? I'm curious. Are you cooking frogs? Rapid fire sneeze. Yep. Mine's not rapid fire. Usually I go in threes. Just chilling this weekend. I wish I could do the same. Hopefully weekend after this one, I will be chilling because it is um real kickoff of college football. So I will plan on having something to throw on the smoker and I will watch football all day long. Frag. I said, why am I saying frog? I see it now. I'm sorry. I apologize. Cook that frag. Frag like a grenade. I got it now. That looked like a O from here. So, and technically, I'm supposed to be wearing like reading glasses to be looking at a computer screen, but I'm not doing that. So that's my fault. So there we go. We worked together once a little bit ago. All right. I do use butter at night, and if I have a company that all I have um is an oil and a balm, I'll mix the two and make my own butter. But yes, I am huge, huge fan of butter at night. It makes a huge difference. Yeah. Take yours off to see something small. Nope. I can't. I have well, if you'll remember last week, I had to zoom in I had to get close to see your name. So yeah, I can't see the small print. I can see it. It's just a little blurry, a little grainy. And now I'll say this, I'm not religious about putting butter in every single night. And just like this month, the company I'm using, I have an oil and a balm. So the I don't do it every single night. I don't have a butter to do every single night. But every other night, every 2 or 3 nights, I'll go with like in this case, this month, I'll do a little over a thumbnail portion of the balm and I'll go with about a dropper and a half of an oil. I'll mix them together and I'll get that through my beard and that'll serve just as good as a butter. And so it works out just the same. So, and I think I did a video of that a while back. How I do that. Yeah, Trey, and that's me too. Even if I have a company that's got a butter, a lot of times I forget. My life is chaos and busy, and so I kind of got away from it for a while, and I try to get back into it. And when I think about it, I do it. So it's not an every night thing. Um, so, but yeah, sometimes I just forget. Sometimes I just forget. But if I, a lot of times, a lot of times I'll get a shower. A lot of times I'll get a shower in the morning. Um, but if I get a shower at night, then I'm definitely doing the.
Bluetooth disconnected.
Did you hear that? Um, if I get a shower at night, then I'm definitely putting butter in or something, my balm and oil combination. So let's see. But yes, my weekend is going to be filled with honeydew lists. That's what we have to do. Johnny Roy's. I can't say that I've ever heard of that. But I'll give you a spoiler alert of the company we're going to be using next month. Um, Never heard of Johnny Roy's though. Is that a man's name or is that a product? Add read books to your list. Okay. You keep sending me a list of books and I will keep adding them to my list. And you help me, I'll try to read. I'll try. So she just started class today, going back to school, and she's told me I've got to help her with class. So that's a fun thing. I've been out of school for way too long. It's the name of his uncle. Okay. All right. Johnny Roy's. Let me write it down. Um, Spoiler alert though, on next month products for September. I happened to go to Walmart yesterday, and I had my daughter with me. I had to take her to the doctor, and so she was a big girl, so we had to take her to Walmart to go find something, get a prize. And I took her down the clearance aisle, and they had 2 bottles of Duke Cannon Best Damn Beard Oil for $3 a bottle. Now, I have reviewed this, but I looked it up and I did it 6 years ago. It was the first it was the first beard oil that I reviewed on this channel. And so they had them on sale, clearance. They were regular. I don't remember what they were regular. They were $3 a bottle. So I bought 2 bottles, and they're 3-ounce bottles. So if you're interested, go check out your local Walmart, go down the clearance aisle, and see if they have them. If I remember correctly, they served me very well 6 years ago. So we're gonna see. No, that's the soap they do. Now they did do one that was something else. This was the very first beard oil they did, and their second beard oil was, um, I didn't like it. It had extra stuff in it. It didn't feel right in my beard. Now, I read the ingredients on this and it doesn't seem, it kind of contradicts me buying it, contradicts my video from a couple weeks ago, but it was $3. So I was like, let me revisit it and try it again. And so, yes, their body wash is awesome. I love their body wash. I love their bar soap, their shampoo. They've got a shampoo puck, which is awesome. Um, they used to have a clear shave gel, and what I liked about it was it was a clear gel. So if you have a beard and you want to shave your your lines, it was clear. You could just dab it on and shave. But they discontinued that and switched gears with it and come up with something else. But I talked to a rep at some point. It was probably 5 years ago. Talked to a rep about it, and he said it just wasn't selling. So, but to me, it was my favorite product, better than the soap because of what it was, and it was a clear gel shave cream, shaving gel, I guess. But yes, their products are awesome. I like their company and what they stand for, what they donate money to. Everything about Duke Cannon, I love. At one point, I was an affiliate. I don't know if I am anymore or not. I haven't done anything with them in so long. They probably not anymore. But have you ever put um no, not a beard oil. Now I have used an unscented beard oil that just wasn't pleasant. It wasn't like so bad I had to wash it out. It just had a lot of carrier stuff sent to it. And it just wasn't pleasant. It was not unscented. You could smell the carrier. Um, and what I did at that point, I want to say the I want to say the company sent it to me, and they sent me a balm or a butter that was scented that covered it up, and I didn't have a problem with it. Um, the fragrance so strong. No, I've not had one. Now I did have. Let me see. I had one that I would not put in my beard because in the bottle it smelled bad, and that one was pepper. It was like peppercorn or pepper, and it was kind of pungent, but I can't remember the company. I never did a review of it because I never put it in my beard, so I never even talked about it. But I can't remember the company. But they sent me. I want to say they sent me more than one bottle of different scents, and that one I never used. But it was pepper or peppercorn and something, but it smelled like you had opened a pepper bottle, like, container, and smelled pepper. It was so strong, and whatever else was with it, it didn't mix right. Um, one scent off the top of my head, couldn't wear Lone Bear. So Lone Bear, I've used Lone Bear. Their oil was great, phenomenal, but um their balm, I think, had a lot of the carrier, and a lot of times, so, like, with Year of the Beard, and I think I've mentioned this in other live streams, but with Year of the Beard, when companies would send me stuff, we communicated a lot through the month. So, like, I would give them critiques through the month before I ever did my final thoughts. So, a lot of times what I tried to do was as soon as I encountered a problem, whether it be a scent, a product, whatever, I'm reaching out to the company. and letting them know, hey, here's what I've encountered, and give them a chance to come back, give them a chance to refute it, dispute it, whatever, and tell me, okay, well, we'll do this different or whatever. And so with Lone Bear, I remember specifically, I reached out to them and said, your carrier blend, something in your carrier is super duper strong. I don't get what I'm supposed to get scent wise. You need to fix it. And if I'm not mistaken, they told me they were going back to the drawing board. They were fixing stuff, and that's why I think I may have mentioned it in the final thoughts. But I would have said, "Here's what they said they're going to do in the future." But it was in a sample pack you got. Now I have had unscented beard oils. In my opinion, they seem to go bad faster than scented beard oils, and also um, fragrance. If they have fragrance oils in them, they go bad sooner than essential oils. And so I did a video a while back. I think Brian over at Beards and Banjos did a video a while back about asking these companies to put a born on date on their products because we need to know when it was made. And it's not that hard. Um, and yes, it could have been a mixing mistake. So that's why, as a reviewer, if you send me products and I run across something, I'm gonna message you. I'm gonna say, here's what I come across. Give you a chance to tell me, oh well, you got a bad batch. Let me send you a new bottle, or oh that one sat on the shelf for 6 months. Let me send you a fresh one. That's what that was kind of where I was getting, and or give them a chance to say, hey, it was just it's a fluke on our end. We'll fix it. But um but I've noticed that essential oils, if it's a beard oil with essential oils, the scent will last longer and doesn't turn as pungent. Um, and I'll tell you too, I went through a bunch of old. I've got a uh, like a drawer kind of organizer thing that I keep old beard oils in, just because of the bottles. I don't want to throw them out, and so I went through it a couple months ago. I mean, it's been a while, but I went through it just just for kicks and started opening bottles. I'd read the label, shake it up, and open the lid, smell it. And there was one brand. It was one brand or one company that it still smelled as close to it did the day I got it, still, and that was Fable. Fable was the only one out of all the companies, and I did this probably 4 to 6 months ago, and I've had my channel for 6 years. So I have a lot of bottles in those drawers, and the only ones that still smelt close to what it said on the label was Fable. And every other company either had like a little bit of a pungent smell to it or um just didn't smell right, just smelled old. Um, and now there were a couple. I've got a shelf in my bathroom where when I was doing Year of the Beard, I would keep all 12 oils up there. So some stayed up there with light and the temperature, everything, for a couple months. But it just blew my mind that the only ones that stayed. Now I didn't check like consistency. I didn't put it in my beard, but smell, the only one that seemed true to form after months, even years, was Fable. and I haven't used Fable products since before Year of the Beard. So 2019 was the last time I used Fable. Um, so and I don't remember with Fable, I don't remember anything about their balms or butters. I just remember their oils, and they were awesome. They were. I want to say Fable was probably the first. I may be wrong. I have to go back and look at videos, but I want to say Fable was the first like beard conditioner that I ever used. So check out the old Fable bottles because I've got. I can't remember all the scents that I have. I know I've got the DNC collab, and it still smells like fruit. Um, and I can't remember the other ones, but they do still. I haven't either. I'm telling you, it would have been. I think Year of the Beard started in 2020, and so this would have been in 2019 because I started my channel in 2018. So 2019 would have been when I used Fable, and so but um, like I said, I've used a lot of companies over the years, and I did the video. I need to do a new one. I need to refresh it, but I'm a firm believer that these companies can put a born on date on their products. There were a couple companies when I did my video, there were a couple companies that reached out to me and said they were starting to do it. One of which was Wildside, and I don't know if they're still around, but Wildside, um, let's see if Wildside's still around. Uh, well, they haven't put they haven't put anything on Instagram since 2020, and their website is Artiest Man. Yeah, Artiest Man was one of the first of mine too. It wasn't the first, but it was one of the first. Um, so their website is not pulling up. So Wildside may have shut down. They don't have anything on Instagram since 2020. Um, it's been a while since Artiest Man, and it's been a while since I used Live Bearded. Andrew, Artiest Man is very thick. It is a thick oil, but it was pretty good. Like I said, I think I said it last week, but I used to be an affiliate. I don't even know if I'm an affiliate anymore. Um, I'd have to try to figure it out. Let's see. Artiest Man. I think I am. Well, I can figure out how to do this. There's only a handful of companies trying to be more supportive of companies that interact and engage with me. Yeah, I understand. I definitely understand that. Um, most of Artiest Man. See, and it's been a while since I used it, but when I used it, I remember it being a thicker, um, a thicker product. See if I can get it. See if I'm still an affiliate. Okay, let's try this again. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Let's see. Well, I tried to do forgot password, but it's not letting me do it. So I will reach out to them. And Andrew, if you want to try it, I'll see if I'm still an affiliate. I remember they had a sample pack, and I bought two oils, and they were running a sale where you got two sample bottles, which were like tiny. They weren't like the little dram. They still had a dropper top, but they were about this tall with the dropper. Um, and they came with those. I think you got to pick like one or two of them for free. So I got about four different scents of Artist Man that I got to try, and one of them was, I want to say, coffee. Let me see. Artist Man. Trying to see real quick what. Trying to find my old video. All right, Trey. So the two scents that I used from Artist Man was Mountain Air and Black Coffee. Those were the two that I used. Have you ever used either one of those? Oh, that was the one you didn't like? I don't remember it a whole lot. I remember the coffee one, but I don't remember the Mountain Air. Um, let's see if this works. And I'm looking at my post or my video description, and I had a link to Artist Man on Amazon. So evidently they sold on Amazon for a while too. I didn't know that, or I guess I forgot that. So my link still works because it takes me to Artist Man. So now I just got to figure out how to log in. So, ooh, they've changed bottles and everything. It's been a minute. Let's see, when was that video? Let's see, it'll tell me. March 18th of 2019 is whenever my video Artist Man went live. All right, so the only companies I use nowadays are Johnny Ray, 8-Bit, Ruddy Man, Notable, Mythical, T3, and Last Looks, and Tabletop. So I have used 8-Bit, Ruddy Man, Mythical, and Last Looks. I got you with the coffee. Yeah, it was. I don't remember it, but I remember it smelled good. I remember it smelled like black coffee. It was not anything crazy. Now the craziest I'm gonna say the craziest scent that I've ever used was I'm gonna have to go to YouTube Studio on this one and look this company up. So if it'll pull up. Nope. Um, what was the name of that company? It was a Canada. It was a company out of Canada, and they had one that smelt like breakfast. It smelled like maple syrup. It smelled like um oh, it smelled really, really good. It smelled like breakfast. So what company was it? Bearden. Bearden. That's who it was. And they were based out of Canada, and they had one, I don't remember the name of it, but it smelled like breakfast. It was maple, like maple syrup, bacon. It was all of it. It was so good. Um, Wanted a sorted box on Dancy Livestream a long time ago. Yeah, this was a while back. Again, I don't know if they're still around, but there's so many companies that you think are doing really, really well that that don't make it. Um, it's the same with YouTubers. I mean, I've said it probably in every live stream. When I started my channel in August of 20 or my first video went live the end of July of 2018. When I started my channel, there was a pile of beard product reviewers that went live around the same time. And I think Dan started just before me, and the difference in me and Dan is he niched down to just beard stuff where I do everything. Um, but there's only maybe two others that started around the same time I did that are still active on YouTube. Brian with Beards and Banjos, he's one of them. But for the most part, I think we're the only two left. Um, if they haven't switched gears. Now, there's one or two that I can think of. I can't remember their names. They have switched gears and they're doing something different. They're still on YouTube, but they're doing something different. But myself and Brian are the only ones that are still doing beard stuff on top of like a dual niche. Because I know Brian does a lot of like music stuff on his channel too. Um, so yeah, and I can't remember since either. Listen, I've used so many things over the years. It's hard for me to remember there's a couple, like I said, there's some that stand out, but just a run of the mill scent, I don't, not something I remember, unfortunately. I wish I could remember, like just off the top of my head, every company I've ever used, but I can't. But when you list them out, like Andrew did, I can remember 8-Bit and Ruddy Man. I want to say I used Ruddy Man twice. I think he took part in 2 Year of the Beards. Last Looks and Mythical took place in Year of the Beard. 8-Bit. All of those were part of Year of the Beard. Um, Mythical had some unique scents Ruddy Man had some awesome, so did 8-Bit, had some awesome products. 8-Bit had the a special scent that was not a promotion, but it was almost like a charity scent. Their son had passed away, and it was part of the money from that scent goes to a charity foundation to help with what he passed away from. As You Wish. Yep, that's it. I couldn't remember the name of it. And I like it when a company I got a little beard itch going on. I like it when a company finds like a theme to run with, like 8-Bit and Ruddy Man and Mythical and Last Looks. I like it when they do that, and Fable, when they find that theme to kind of run with and keep it, as opposed to doing like all over the board, all over the place. It makes it better in my opinion. Jimmy and his wife are going to be combining their companies to be more faith-based and family operated. Okay. What is his wife's business or company? Got some Christmas scents, that assortment from Ruddy Man. So here's a funny story about Ruddy Man that I don't think I ever put out there was when he took part in one of the Year of the Beards. He he's part of a Christian music group, and they had just released a new album, and he told me about it. And so I went to let's see, Roots and Rains Design. She does artworks, earrings, etc. It would be Ruddy Roots Mercantile. Okay, that's really cool. I hadn't talked to him. I hadn't talked to Jimmy in a hot minute. But so their new album released the month I was testing his products. So I thought, what better way to promote him, showcase him, than to throw like some of his music in the backdrop. So uh, I go listen to the music, and I listened to the whole album, picked out a song that the music would kind of flow with my video. Um, at the end of my video, I did a little B-roll with a picture of the products and threw that music in there. I did not get that video uploaded for 10 minutes before YouTube hit me with a copyright claim. And it wasn't live yet. It was just uploaded. They hit me with a copyright claim. And so I reached out to Jimmy, and it doesn't go through him, so he can't approve it. It's got to go through somebody else. And it was just going to be a long, drawn out process. So I just went in, took it out, and re uploaded. And I was upset because I was like, man, this would be awesome to have in there because number one, it's his products and it's his song, it's his music. But yeah, YouTube did not like it. And the powers that be said, copyright. You can't put that in there. So I just got flagged for a copyright claim on a video from 2019, 2020. I just got the alert. I got hit. And it was like a it might have been a 5-second clip. At the very end of the video, they flagged me and said, "You can't monetize this video because of this music." Yeah, I don't know. What's crazy, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if y'all know who he is. He is from Georgia. There's a guy, he does kinda country rap. His name is Demon Jones, Demun Jones. He's from probably about an hour and 45 minutes away from me. Um, Back in the day when I had a motorcycle, I actually rode down one of the highways that he talks about in some of his music. But anyway, when I started my channel, I reached out to him through Instagram and was like, "Hey, I just started a YouTube channel. It's outdoor related. Do you mind if I use the introduction clip of one of your songs?" He has a song called Campfire Cologne. And the very beginning of that song, it starts out with a campfire crackling. And I was like, I want that. And so I reached out to him and he responded and told me, "Hey, have at it. Do what you want." So that was my intro in my early videos. Um, I had that. And I want to say I had the campfire crackling and then it went into the music just for a short, brief period. And then when I got closer to monetization, I got scared. I got scared. I was like, I can't have my whole channel shut down because of this little snippet of an intro. I'd heard too many horror stories, and I was like, not happening. So, I the intro music that you hear in all of my videos, I created that. I'm not a musician by any means, but I used GarageBand and I created that little snippet, and so I cannot be copyrighted. Copyrighted. I was not playing that game. So, but yeah, I pulled that off, and I was scared. I was scared. I was scared I was gonna get an alert from YouTube going, "Hey, you're eligible for monetization." And then right after that, I was gonna get an alert going, "However, you can't be monetized because all of your videos have this song in them, and it's not yours." Oh, I know. But the thing is, it's not always fast. That's what I said a minute ago. They hit me with something, and it was B-roll at the end of the video. I was done talking. I had, what was it? It was a watch. I had a watch, and I had it hanging on a tree, and I did, like, slow motion video with it. Took my phone, did slow-mo video around it. Oh, it was beautiful. It was perfect. Put it in the video, and during that slow-mo video, I through the editing platform that I use, um, I added what I thought was copyright free music, add that to it, but that was from 2019. And literally a month ago, I get an alert going, copyright. 5 years later, they hit me. Yes, so I had a guy that I knew that had done gaming live streams before. Um, and he told me, and this is kind of when I was very early in my YouTube journey. He told me that doing a live stream, if there was music playing in the background, YouTube would shut it down. So I was already aware of that, but I didn't think it would be quite as bad as what and I've just been very cautious. So, but what blows my mind are the people that do like reaction videos, like reacting to a music video or a song. They're putting it in there, they're monetized, but all they have to do is type a few things in the credits or in the description and they don't get it. But I don't know. YouTube's crazy, but I try to keep them happy. I'm not I'm not full-time YouTube, but I try to keep them happy. It'd be nice to be full-time YouTube, but probably not gonna happen. So, all right, guys. Well, we've been on for 2.5 hours, and I think we are fixing to wrap it up. So, um, we'll be back next Wednesday, 9 p.m. or next Thursday. I get my days all mixed up. We'll be back next Thursday, 9 p.m. So make sure you are here. I will try to promote it a little bit better, advertise it so you guys are aware.
Bluetooth connected.
And I don't know if you just heard that, but I just connected Bluetooth to my phone so we can do a little outro music if I can find it. But anyway, yes, I'm gonna have to hit the bed soon. Tomorrow's a big day. Got a lot to do tomorrow. But yes, check out the links in the description below. Got links to everything we talked about today. We the People holsters, Wolfang action camera. I've got links to my entire setup, which is the Akaso Brave 7LE, the podcast system bundle that we have, which is our board, our microphone, the boom, all of that kind of fun stuff. Um, we didn't hit the 15. We did make it up to, I think at one point we had about 8. So maybe next week we can hit 15 and we can give away a hammock. So make sure you tell your friends, you share, like, comment, everything so the algorithm goes, hey, people are watching this and it will get pushed out to other people. But we got plenty of stuff to give away. I'm probably going to do one per week. So we've got the action camera, we've got a Lucy light, we've got Sharpall sharpeners, knife sharpeners. So yeah, and if we can keep that rhythm going with 15 or more and keep that rhythm going, then I will reach out to a couple of the companies that I have really good relationships with and see if they would be willing to sponsor a giveaway. Um, you never know, but um, but yeah. So I hope everyone has a wonderful evening, a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next video. I will see you next time. Hopefully, we will be outside, and that's all I've got. So stay bearded, get outdoors, and God bless.